This is the most powerful telescope in the world. Now, attached to this telescope is an infrared camera named Lucifer, which is really a kind of an odd name for a camera.
Check this out, family.
John Quigley, what's an astrologer?
Oh, an astrologer is someone who plots the meaning of the map of the heavens that represents when a person or an idea or a country or a beginning is born. It's a map of the heavens for the time and place of birth.
It's the planet of revolutions and a radical new direction for the Vatican. Astrology behind the scenes in the Roman Catholic Church. The astrology chart of its birth. Actually, there are at least 3 critical astrological charts involved with the birth of the modern church.
So the Vatican Observatory has ties that go back several hundreds of years.
The Vatican Advanced Technology Telescope.
Inside the 2 domes perched atop the Papal Palace are the Vatican's telescopes. David Brown is a Jesuit priest and an astrophysicist. Now he is one of the stargazers for His Holiness. The observatory of Castel Gandolfo was dedicated by Pope Pius XI in 1935 and has been frequented regularly by the popes ever since. A photo of Pope John XXIII in the astrophysics laboratory. Pope Paul VI observed the moon as the first man set foot on it in July 1969. Modern telescopes were installed in the late 19th century. While the popes and the priests contemplated the heavens through the lens, the nuns charted them using photographic plates. Many of the researchers at the Specula Vaticana are Jesuit priests.
Wait till you find out about the Vatican astronomer saying he's operating with Project Lucifer.
Up on top of Mount Graham in Arizona, there's an observatory complex that consists of 3 very high-powered telescopes. One is the Vatican Advanced Technology Telescope. There's a radio telescope, and then there's one called the Large Binocular Telescope. This is the most powerful telescope in the world. Now, attached to this telescope is an infrared camera named Lucifer, which is really a kind of an odd name for a camera.
Catholic-run hospitals steal babies. In a lot of cases, nurses would secretly swap newborn babies with dead babies preserved in ice in order to fool the parents into thinking that the babies had suddenly died. It is estimated that as many as 300,000 babies had been stolen over the course of 5 decades. Surprisingly, Spain's Catholic Church continued the practice until 1987. The entire Catholic institution has been systematically covering up these cases all over the world in order to preserve their image. In February 2014, a report from UN's Geneva-based Committee on the Rights of the Child stated that the Holy See has consistently placed the preservation of the reputation of the Church and the protection of the perpetrators above children's best interests. But there's an even darker story to this. Dutch journalist Job Domen discovered the story of a young boy from a Catholic boarding school who in the 1950s was put into a psych ward ran by the church and forcibly castrated. At least 10 other similar cases of forced castration have been committed by the Dutch Catholic Church.
This is the Jesuit oath. I do further promise and declare that I will have no opinion or will of my own, or any mental reservation whatever, even as a corpse or cadaver, but will unhesitatingly obey each and every command that I may receive from my superiors in the militia of the Pope. I furthermore promise and declare that I will make and wage relentless war, as I am directed to do, to extirpate and exterminate Protestants and liberals from the face of the whole earth. I will neither spare age, sex, or condition. I will hang, burn, waste, boil, flay, strangle, and bury alive these infamous heretics, rip up the stomachs and wombs of their women, and crush their infants' heads against the wall, in order to annihilate forever their execrable race.
If you want it all, you cannot be distracted by the illusion you have created. If you want it this